now I'm back here with the GTO, and had plans for a video what I was doing, and then changed my mind because of a few things, and now I'm in a mess. So, start from the beginning. There's something coming up that I personally feel I need to do with this car, and I was trying to get it to a certain point that it would be the best what I have currently to get it to do what it's going to do at this event. Well, it's not really an event, let's just be honest. But more about that probably on the next episode, and well, you're gonna know what it is then. So I just won't tell you, so you stick around. But the plan was to completely redo the whole exhaust. Well, I'm on a time constraint because I'm running out of time to do this, and I will never have another opportunity to do this in my life, because where I'm going, it will no longer exist. So, one of those things. And let me just go ahead and tell you. That way you're not, guessing on that. So, the drag strip I go to, Outlaw Drag Strip of Southall, it is closing here shortly, and it will be torn down. I never got to take this down there. I'm running out of time to take it down there, so taking it down there. The plan was put the new manifolds on it, whole new exhaust, new radiator, thermostat. I was going to make a phenolic spacer for the carburetor and give it just a little bit more. Take it down there. I'll start to work on this thing. The exhaust pipes come off easy. I take them off in one piece, push them to the side. They're 2 1/4 pipe. They're not really big enough. If any of y'all ever watched Stacey David Ears, I go by his little chart he had where basically 250 to 450 horsepower, 2.5 inch duals. At 2 1/4. I know that's too small for a stock 320 horse engine. So, had full setup. I'll show you here in a minute. I'll go ahead and give you an update because I got a lot of parts in. But I didn't have the mufflers, and I don't have the GTO exhaust tips because the mufflers and exhaust tips were supposed to be here today. Didn't happen. Said they were on the truck for delivery. UPS is usually here by now. They're not here. So I figured I'll start working on it in time, and then by the time I just get halfway through it, they'll be here. So I found the leaks on the exhaust manifolds I mentioned way back when. So many people say, man, your engine's ticking. It's not ticking, it's an exhaust leak. I keep telling them, I know it's an exhaust leak. Now I 100% have proof, and I'll show you the footage, because I took it apart, went to take the exhaust manifolds off, and I have a couple rounded bolts in there from whoever put the exhaust manifolds on last time there, actually. So I got some of them off, but some of them are rounded. So I said, screw it. I don't have to have the manifolds to run down the drag strip at least once. Well, the new manifolds anyway. So started putting it back together, and put the flanges up, put the bolts in, and they start breaking. So those manifolds are shot, and I got them secured up there, basically with the bolt going through the top and nut on the bottom and sandwiching it rather than just screwing up into the flanges, because the flanges are cracked and gone on both sides now. And if I could lift the engine out and take care of that, but time constraint, and I don't want to start disconnecting stuff that I don't have to. But I got the exhaust back on it now the best I can. It's probably going to still have an exhaust leak, but whatever it did before, and it may have one worse now, sound worse, but I don't care. Me and my dad never went down the drag strip. Growing up, he took me to them. When I got older, kind of street stuff and all that good stuff, but He always wanted to go down the drag strip. He got rid of his other car, got this one. He wanted to take it one day. He never did. And that's the closest drag strip to me by a long shot. So, putting this back together just like it was when I was driving it, and just take it down there at least one day before it shuts down and stuff. That's where it's at. But let me show you the parts I got for it for later while we're here. Alright, so the new manifolds. You can see they look pretty unique and different. That's because they are. They are Ram Air factory manifolds. These are a much improved upgrade over stock. Well, they are stock, you know, but over the usual stock, I should say. I have an H-pipe kit. I'm going to put an H-pipe in it. Those are the correct pipe performance down pipes that have the correct angle and everything and match up to these. So they have the 3-bolt flange as well as the correct angle for clearance. And that Flowmaster box is the axle over pipes that are 3-inch. So yes, I'm going from 2.5 up to 3-inch on the exit because I like the way that sounds with the tone after the muffler. I've done it before, it sounds good. So all I need is a GTO exhaust tip so I can actually run it out the back instead of axle dump like it is right now. That way I get the GTO exhaust tips. That'll look good. It'll look stock. And it'll perform well. So here's the radiator. Cold case. Very nice. To keep it stock looking, probably going to sand this. High temp black it. That way it'll look like a factory radiator. Obviously, it's going to perform a lot better. So next time you see this thing, it should be at the strip. And let's be honest, it's not going to be the fastest thing out there, and I don't care about it being the fastest thing out there. I don't care how slow it is. It's just a simple fact that the drag strip will be gone. I'll never get another chance. So, take it down there as is to run it, just to get down there. And hopefully, buddy of mine's down there, we can get a couple GTOs lined up on the light because that just looks cool. They're going to outrun me horribly bad, but I really don't care. That's not the point. The point is just that visual. So, now, a little boring update video, but hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Make sure you're subscribed because, you know what, I got a lot more Pontiac content coming up, and you're not going to want to miss it. And as always, thanks for watching.